And thanks, guys. Of course, to follow Alabama A&M athletics on the football field, you want to check out WZDX throughout the entire football season. And don't forget to check out the A&M Football Review Show, which will debut next Sunday at 11 p.m. right after WZDX Sports Extra. Now, an individual who will be following not only Alabama A&M, but also SWAC and HBCU sports all year long, not just football, but baseball, basketball, track and field, is a good friend of mine, and that is Reggie Flood. He's a part of the Locked On Podcast Network, which is owned by our parent company, Tegna Incorporated. Reggie, always good to see you, my friend. How have things been going so far with this Locked On podcast?
Great to be here. I'm glad to have you on that. And things have been wonderful, people enjoyable. And I'm glad to be able to give the exposure to the historically Black colleges and universities.
Of course, you got to let me know, how did everything work out when it came to you becoming the Locked On podcast host for HBCU? I'm pretty sure our friend Ross Jackson had something to do with that as well.
Ross called me up, hey man, would you be interested in of course I would. Anything I can do to promote, HBCUs, anything I can do, especially as a professional, when opportunity presents itself, you want to take advantage of it.
Absolutely. And of course, one of those schools is the place that you and I obtained undergraduate degrees, and that is Southern University in Baton Rouge. Looks like the Jaguars will have another outstanding season, and who knows, they could make a run for the title out there in the West. And I'm sure you and I will cross paths to talk about those Jags at another point in time. But I got to talk about the team that's right here in Huntsville, the reigning champions, Alabama A&M. Connell Maynard leading this team to a championship, first time since the 2006 season. When you look at this team back for the upcoming fall season, is there a strong possibility that they could repeat again through your eyes?
Champ is here. Yes, there's definitely an opportunity. There's an argument to be made that Alabama A&M is actually a better team now than they were in the spring. With the additions that they've made, of course, with all-world quarterback Julio Glass returning, and basically the whole team returning, it could be an argument that they are a much better team, not just a little bit better. They are a much better team now than they were then. And Coach Connell Maynard, we know what he's capable of in terms of coaching ability. I think if they have gotten better on the defensive side of the ball, which I anticipate that they have, I would say that they are the favorite to win the East. No doubt. I mean, I know that they've been picked at the top of the East, but I think that is a great pick. I think that's the right pick, and I could see them winning the East going away.
I'll be honest with you. I really still think that October stretch, when Alabama A&M plays host to Jackson, Florida A&M, and then they have the Magic City Classic, I feel if they can go 3-0 in that stretch, they may have the SWAC East Division wrapped up by Halloween. What are your thoughts on that?
I believe the same thing, Mo. If they can win on a consistent basis and get through that tough stretch in the schedule, I say the same thing. And I think this is the kind of team that can do it. Even though we always have to be very careful when you talk about games like the Magic City Classic, because Alabama State is not going to be a pushover, and that game can be a toss-up. If they can get through that tough part of the schedule, you have to look at A&M as not just being Eastern Division favorite, but the favorite to win it all.
So the SWAC is expanding with the additions of Bethune-Cookman and Florida A&M. It's the first time the league has expanded since 1999, and it's also the first year in which the conference had a championship game. Do you think with the expansion of the SWAC, this makes the 2021 season probably the most exciting season since that 99 year?
Yes, I think, Mo, it's even more exciting than the 99. 99, of course, was the first year of the championship, Southern versus Jackson State, an old school rivalry, a knockdown, drag-out fight. But this year, with the addition of FAMU, Florida A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and Alabama A&M being at the top of the conference, Jackson State with Coach Deion Sanders being added to the mix, and they're excited from the East to the West, the defending champion, along with Southern and Grambling. Southern is going to be a contender again. Grambling, you don't know what they're going to be, but you have to guess that they will probably be better than they were in the spring. So you have to look at Grambling, and then a team that everybody is looking at and saying they're very talented, but they've underachieved is Prairie View. So this is a incredibly exciting year and you add the addition of all the exposure in the games, a lot of games being on television. This is an incredibly exciting year, and I think this year may be bigger than the 1999 year.
This won't be the last time you and I are together on any type of media platform, whether it's here on Sports Extra or also on the HBCU Locked On Podcast. And I'll wrap things up on the Sunday Sit Down. He's Reggie Flood. I'm Mo Carter. Naomi, let's send it back to you in the studio.